Hello. Hello, everybody. We are
Hi.
back. We're down one player tonight. He might show up later on today, or tonight, but for now, we just have Levitic. No, not Leviticus. Leviticus is the one we're missing. We have Quintilius, Irvin, and Zebediah. So we would be starting with you guys returning to the space station. Um, and Irvin, are you? Or I know Irvin's hurt. Quintilius, do you have any remaining injuries?
I don't think I was hit.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Zebediah, did you get hit by anything? Or hurt by
I did
anything?
not. I don't think.
Okay.
Oh, I did. I think I did something. Cause I got. Oh no, I didn't.
Okay. And, okay, so then, Zebediah and Irvin would both be requested to the Medicus Hall. In the space station. And the Medicus there would ask Zebediah if he could assist as we patch up. If I recall correctly, you received Irvin received several las shots to the chest. And as they asked, yeah, they would ask you to remove your armor, and it would be in several places quite severe burns and bleeding.
Yeah.
And if Zebediah,
All right.
you want to help with this, with the curing of these ailments, these wounds, could you roll Medicaid? And due to the facilities stuff there, that would be at a plus 40 to whatever you've got with Medicaid test.
Okay. So now because I have superior Trojan, I get a plus 20 already to everything on Medicaid tests.
Doesn't that make it impossible for you to fail?
I mean,
Not really.
Not impossible anymore.
But it helps.
It makes it pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah, why don't you roll that and we'll see how you do. You rolled quite poorly.
So pretty close.
Yeah, so 90, but your target was 115. So that is really bad roll, but nearly impossible to fail. So due to the other Medicus helping, and him kind of putting his hand out, stopping you as your scalpel is just kind of tracing along Irvin. He's like, wait, you're not supposed to cut that. You guys would get Irvin back at full working order, mechanically fully healed. Before you guys are requested and escorted, unless you guys choose to do something else, to Inquisitor Harlock's quarters or office, where you guys saw him before.
All right. Just as a note, anyone performing Medicaid on Irvin will probably notice that he not only has a shit ton of scars from a lifetime of fighting, flame tattoos on his forearms, like prison tattoos, basically. And also, his skin is covered in a lattice work of tiny scars because I first edition sanctioning table and didn't apply any of the gameplay mechanics, but I figured it'd be a way to get out. And I think I got pain through nerve induction.
Okay. At this point, probably those
It's pretty rough.
Lasburn scars, those probably kind of covered over other scars. At this point, with this new injury, you probably end up with less scars. Probably with this injury.
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, your character can't
More
really
scar
take.
tissue.
Yeah, he doesn't have any more space for new scars. If he gets a new one, it just overwrites one that he already has. So you guys would meet Harlock in his office, and he would turn away from his glass window that is right underneath the Tempest shield that you saw before, and say, "Good job on your last mission. The space has been flooded with orc transmissions. They are coming in very large numbers, and a grand number of them have been lost in the warp storm. But sufficient will arrive. We have received repeated indications of a notable orc, some Captain Redtooth, who means nothing to me. I'm not aware of their hierarchy or current leadership, but he appears to be a big deal amongst them. With orcs, it's hard to tell, though. They're always yelling, so it's hard to tell when they're excited or if they're just excited because, you know, they're alive. But I have bad news for you. I'm sending you down onto Draxus 2. We have solid evidence indicating that the orcs will not conduct their full attack within a few days, giving you time to complete the mission that I'm giving you before their full onslaught approaches. I have been searching for a book throughout the subsector, and it is instrumental to my plan to free the subsector. And I have good reason to believe that a heretical cult has brought it to Draxus 2. Your mission will be to retrieve it. The information I have on the cult is that they are men who have taken on cybernetics through aid of an unknown ally that allows them to appear as if they were servitors. You need to find these disguised men and acquire the book before the planet is destroyed. To expedite your mission, am giving you full inquisitorial rights for the duration of this mission. You have unlimited power upon the planet. Any questions?
Have we given him a full enough briefing of our previous mission?
Yeah, I would assume so. Unless there's anything you guys choose to obfuscate or modify about your report, I would assume just one for one you guys informed him of everything that happened. Sorry for skipping that whole bit.
I Okay, I can't think of anything I would leave out. And I'd give him the weird dog tags that I got off the Psyker officer.
Thank you. I will have these analyzed. Irvin, you would feel a strange tingling on the back of your neck, a sensation you have not felt since you were brought to Terra. You would recognize this instantly right before there's a knocking on the door, and Harlock tells whoever it is to come in. Irvin, you would know that this is a null. You see the man dressed in ecclesiarchal robes. His face very pale, almost albino-like. He would slowly step forward, clinging to the walls, trying to distance himself from you, the group, and move his way towards Harlock. And all of you would begin to feel this uncomfortableness. It's the feeling of emptiness, it's the feeling of stillness when you're in a place where there's no wind. Just the complete stillness of no sound, no movement, no heat, just emptiness. And it emanates from this man. Irvin would be in actual mild pain being near this man.
Okay. So as he enters the room, I know what he is because, the Aster telepathically uses them to control psychers, right?
Yeah. Nulls, this man is he is a anti-psyker. He has no powers, he can cast no spells, but he is the opposite of the warp. And you would fairly easily notice that Harlock, as opposed to you who would grow uncomfortable as this man approaches, he would relax as if a pain is slowly leaving him the closer this man comes to him. And he would reach up and massage the scar on his forehead.
I would probably react by facing him, but backing up somewhat to give him room between me and him. And disgusted and angry, honestly.
The face of the null would be apologetic. He is aware that he is not that it's not pleasant for other people to be around him, so he is trying to stay away from you guys to lessen the effect. He says, "This is my friend, Elias. I understand it will be discomforting to be nearby, so unless you have questions, you may begin your mission."
I want to ask him about the book some more.
Yes.
Yeah, so what kind of book is it that we're looking for?
A heretical text. The small rumors that I have gathered indicate that it is some sort of... They described it as a living text. One that changes and describes reality as it changes. I need this book in order to save the subsector.
What kind of cult are we going up against? Like, how powerful are they on the planet?
They have strong allies, but as far as I understand, they are new to the planet. They have transplanted themselves from another place in the subsector. So they should have few allies on this planet, but someone powerful has helped them acquire the cybernetics that they currently have.
Hmm.
So are they in hiding? Do we have to go root them out?
Yes, but I expect it shouldn't be too hard. They have few friends and will definitely be causing a ruckus. Also, the impending orc invasion will shake up everything. And I believe that any attempt of covertness on their part will be disrupted. Similarly will happen to you, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter what you say or do on this planet. None but yourselves will live to see the days after its destruction.
All right.
I have a squad of Imperial Guard who I will place directly at your command. They await on the planet's surface. I also have one defensive measure in case things get extremely bad. Only employ this measure if you have the book and you absolutely need to. I do not want to risk any more resources than we have to, as I will not get any more reinforcements from the outside. Understood.
What is that measure?
I choose to keep it secret for now. It is
How will we
powerful in
contact you?
battle.
Contact you? Imperial Guard have a Vox unit? Because I don't believe any of us do.
They should. And if they don't, you will have the right to demand anything you need on the planet.
Right. Our transport down to the planet.
It is waiting in the hangar for you now.
I don't know if that orc freebooter, Metalhead, as though he was going to blow anything out of the sky that approaches his prize. All right. That's all I got.
You will arrive at the planet, and you will leave. I can guarantee the ships ferrying you will make it. Just don't die on the planet, and you will come home.
Unless anyone else has something, I would probably lead the charge out of the room to get the hell away from the null.
All right, I'll turn and follow. Just not as fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll totally follow.
Okay. Anything before you guys get on the ship?
I think I'm good to go.
No, I can't think of anything.
I'm good.
Alright. The Quintilius first would recognize the insignia of the pilot who's waiting outside the ship. On his vest would be the insignia of the Elysian Drop Troopers. On his vest, so he's a pilot for them, not necessarily a dropper himself. The Elysian Drop Troopers are renowned for their ability to use drop packs to enter any conflict vertically from a spaceship. And their dropship pilots are just as renowned for entering into highly dangerous air territory and making it out safely. Hi there, my name's Jack. I'll be your pilot today. Gives just a very big grin. Y'all ready?
Give him a handshake and...
Nah, man, alright.
The mechanical proceed to the planet.
Yep, you got it. Alright, everyone's got their gear and their boots. We're heading out. And he jumps into the pilot's seat. And this is a much more slim vehicle than the one you used last. It has no side ports for weapons. It only appears to have some small frontal ordnance, but other than that, it's just a small, sleek little dropship with maximum capacity of like 6 passengers. And he would pick up and head down to Draxus 2. All of you can make a plus 20 toughness test, because this guy, even though you guys aren't in danger right now, yet you do see some orc ships milling around, and so he's steering clear of them, so they're not really likely to hit you. He's still pretending you guys are in full hail of flak fire, coming in a really, really accelerated re-entry. So yeah, you all can roll a toughness test, plus 22. Yeah, so Zebediah definitely, yeah, he controls his blood with like electronic pumps anyway. Irvin passes as well, and Quintilius passes. Yeah, so you all just grit your teeth and pull down, except Zebediah, who's just like there, and just every once in a while, you just hear the pump he has instead of a heart just run a tiny bit faster.
Hydraulics are keeping me stable as the ship rides around.
Yeah. And you guys, one moment you guys are spinning around, doing barrel rolls and crazy maneuvers, and then the next, all of a sudden, you realize skyscraper buildings are right next to you, and you guys are landing. Yeah. Outside the ship, you would see a squad of 5 troops. Each in black uniforms, wearing a dark helmet, fully face-covering helmet, waiting outside. Each of them with their las rifles in a like honor guard position up to the sky.
All right. So they're expecting us? Is that what you're...
Yep.
Is there like a captain of the guard that we're looking for?
Yeah, you would see one of those 5, the one farthermost to the left, has like a few more badges on him than the rest of them, and he would take one step forward and wait for you guys to acknowledge them.
I'm going to pat our pilot on the back and tell him I owe him a round of drinks when this is over, and I'll step outside the ship.
You got it. I'm your ride out of here, so I'm sticking right here. You guys can Vox me if you need, and I can pick you up any pickup point that's flat, and I can get you out of here.
Just to make sure, I've got a box on me. Like, is it? I can get one from the ship or something?
You don't have
Or do
one
I-
on you unless it's in your stuff. But like the Inquisitor said, you guys have full inquisitorial right here on this planet, so you can do anything. You can just walk up to somebody, say, "Give me that right there," and you can shoot people in the head as necessary, and no one can say anything because you are under Havelock's full sanction. You can do whatever on this planet. So if you guys need a Vox, you just tell someone you need a Vox, and you'll get one.
Real, that is.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah. You would notice one of the Imperial Guard would have like a full like backpack Vox system radio kit for like long range transmission.
All right. So we need to tell the captain that we need to set up somewhere so that we can start determining where the known cult activities are.
Yes, sir. We've got a place set up for you in the Ministorum headquarters nearby.
So how do you guys feel? Like, is that where we should start? Is figuring out where the last place they've been seen? So yeah, try and get whatever information we can from the captain about where.
As far as we're aware, we're searching for defective servitors. That's all we were told. We assumed you would want to look through the Ministorum's records. If things are more complex than that, we may want to adjust the plan. We're at your service.
Broken down servitors sound good to me.
We recently received a shipment, as far as I'm aware, of something over 200 servitors from the Forge World. If you want to look through the records at the Mistorum, we can. Or we can head over to the shipping district and look through their records, or even look at the shipping location. Or, if you desire, we could head to the mines and inspect the servitors yourself.
So what do you think, guys? Should we get? He did say that they were recently displaced, right? So should we look into some more info on them, or just head straight to those mines?
I think that the logical course of action would be to look at shipping records.
Do you want the ones at the shipping district, or the shipping record versions here in the Ministorum?
I say we go to that district.
Yeah.
As you wish. We'll requisition we'll commandeer a tram for you. And they get off the elevated landing pad, which you're all on, and head over, threaten a few workers nearby, and inform them that the train that was supposed to be carrying workers and supplies will now be carrying you. You guys would see a train pull up, and so it's got several cars of just ore and metal material, a couple of workers, but one of the train cars has been entirely reserved for you guys. And they would line up, inspect the car, and take guard positions inside the car and wait for you guys. Except the captain would stay with you guys.
All right, we're proceeding to the district.
All right, we've got just so at the shipping location, you would find so first of all, a large landing pad array, and then encircling it in a hexagon shape, sort of a plaza of different shops and stuff. Some of them for official business, and others are just stores and vendors. But there would be a big, elaborate-ish sign, kind of old. It used to be elaborate. Now it's a bit worn down. Sign showing the official registry that all ships have to meet with before they do anything or offload anything.
So we look through those records and check for any anomalies.
Why don't... So, well, first you've got to talk to the guy. So there would be a records worker up front. You'd see his vocal cords have been replaced by, you see the metal strip here of a mechanical vocal track. And he's got a what's it, a electroquill or whatever it's, what is it called? Electroquill? Autoquill. And he's currently inscribing some records. He looks up. Hello, what can I do for you?
We require information about the servitor shipment.
Servitor shipment? Which day?
I'm gonna say all servitor shipments within, and then whatever reasonable time period.
Like a week?
Yeah.
There's been one servitor shipment within the last week. Under what authorization do you request this information?
So I'm gonna throw out whatever credentials we have for the, which Inquisition are we working for?
You have not been indicated as any specific order, or ordo, but you have your badges, essentially. This is for the Inquisition, absolutely, my lord. And he reaches down, pulls out a small wooden box. There you are, my lord. I would request you please return them if it is at your convenience. They are hard to remake.
So I'm gonna give him a glare that pretty much says, like, no promises, written all over my face.
So you now have the box. It is one, like, 40-foot long scroll inside the box with extremely small scratches that indicate shipping numbers and stuff. So who wants to look through it?
I can assist with reading, but that's about it. I don't have a lot of applicable lores.
Why don't, if Zebediah wants, do you want to do a +10 logic test?
I can do that.
To sort through the vast amount of data? And you have a optical...
I do have an optical mechadendrite.
And I will give you another +10 for that. Yeah. Yep. Intelligence-based logic test. And
Bam, so we're looking at... It was at... Oh, let me do math. Is that 3 successes?
that is 4. Yeah, 4. That is definitely good. You would see, so the shipment would be broken down into a few chunks. They've got a shipment of 80 servitors that were formerly prisoners, prisoner workers on the Forge world. A chunk of another 20 servitors that were taken from civilian populace, and then another 100, which are essentially a backlog of extra servitors that they've been gathering up and now have shipped all together. But actually, of those 100, there's another subdivision of 8, which are it says specialty constructs for Ministorum record keeping, whereas the rest of them are all meant for mining. These 8 are special, set aside for Ministorum record keeping. And the special request or extra added was dated to be just 2 days before they were shipped. So this special request was made and filled within 2 days.
Well, that seems suspect.
Is there any way? I mean, is there any way to check like the authenticity of that last minute request?
I think there would be. That would be a scrutiny. No, you know what? I think that's another logic test at a -20. But you do get a +10 from your optical mechadendrite, because he can like zoom in super close and do infrared scans and whatnot.
Looks legit to me.
Yeah. Looks legit to you.
I'm like, I'm trying to struggle to how I would even verify the data. But,
No, that would be extremely challenging. You don't have like any signatures to compare or anything.
Yeah, so I have no reason
You can
to.
make that test again if you find any other data relating to it. Like if you do find like a signature or a seal to compare against, then you could roll that again. But for now, that's what you got.
Got it. All right, so I guess that's a lead, right? What better place to hide books than inside the Ministorum?
The captain of the guard would say, if you would like, we can pull another tram around and send you back. Or is there any other information you would like to gather here?
What do you guys think?
We can get, I'd say, hold on to the wooden box, and man, I wish I'd bought Intimidate. I want this voice box guy to talk.
I will, even if you don't, like, your Inquisitorial Seal will give you, like, a +30 to, like, almost all intimidation checks. So, and then I'm going to take into account what your character looks like. Like, everyone's kind of scary. Like, even, like, the mailman is kind of scary in the 40k universe, but, like, you're still pretty scary.
All right. So, yeah, Irvin's going to tell him that for now we're going to have to keep that wooden box until our investigation is complete. And this should go without saying, but I don't want you to tell anyone about this.
As you wish, my lord.
Sir. Should I roll for that?
Yeah, and I will say, yeah, you get a +30 on that.
All right. So.
Yeah, between the Inquisitorial Seal and the people standing behind you, like there's 5 Imperial Guard who are like 100% supporting you on this. Yeah, you totally can. Can't do that. You did not intimidate him. But
As long as he makes obsequious enough noises, I think Irvin will be fine.
yeah, no, and he does. Like he pulls back and like shields himself with the Aquila. He's like, I absolutely. You need to fear nothing from. And you hear his box start to kind of mix up. From you need to fear nothing from me, my lord.
Oh.
And he attempts to like bow, but since he's sitting at his desk, he like hits his head, but just stays there with his head against his desk.
Right. Chuckle a little bit inwardly at that, but if no one else has anything going on, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I say we roll.
All right. So just how you got, same way you got here, you guys are taken on tram back over to the Ministorum office. The Imperial Guard with you say, all right, we're ready to escort you in. We, if you don't mind, would like to stay out here and keep an eye out. And he indicates upward, and you guys begin to hear the slow drumming of distant flak cannons firing at the more eager orcs that have already started to plummet towards the planet in their rocks. Which, for everyone who doesn't know, is literal. Their method of invading a planet is they take an asteroid, strap rockets onto it, and then fire it at a planet and hang on inside of the asteroid, crash into the planet, and then that's how they invade. So a couple of them have been told, we're invading in a couple days, and they're like, yeah, and are already being shot down by flak cannons. So he's requesting to hang outside and keep you guys safe by guarding the outside, since one of the few places that I would guarantee is safe is the Ministorum building itself. If you wish. Sorry, what was that?
Fair enough.
Sounds kosher.
Yeah.
Alright, and you guys are escorted into the building. Do you guys want... Sorry. Inside, you guys would see a bunch of extremely old people carrying around scrolls. And you would see this is essentially, there's a front office, front desk, reception thing, but it's predominantly just a gigantic scribe's place. Tons of people writing scrolls, and then just massive backlog library of scrolls. Yeah. So are you guys walking in, just straight past all that, or are you going to talk to anybody? Specifically, hunt down leadership or anything?
How do you guys think we should approach it?
We operated pretty openly at the shipping district, so kind of hard to keep our... I don't see a reason to be all that subtle, I suppose.
Okay. So yeah, if you guys just move through, the reception person would say, "Sir, can I help you?" The Grand Meister is upstairs if you need to see him, sirs. Or is there anything else I can help you with?
I'm gonna let him know that I want to see the Grand Meister right away.
Yes, and what was that?
I think what I plan on doing is just go straight to him and ask him where they've put all their special requisitions at.
Why don't all of you roll awareness perception right now while he pulls up the communication system and starts talking on the line.
Alright, I'm gonna add a 10 for my optical mechadendrite unless that doesn't.
Nope, that
Yeah.
totally applies. Ooh, very close. Oh no, none of you. Okay.
Like it mattered.
So after a couple minutes, the Grandmeister comes down, and he's in even more ridiculous robes. You can see that his left eye has been replaced with mechanical eye. You can see his autoquill poking out from his robes. He walks forward. My lords, what can I do for you? And from what officio do you hail?
Flash the Inquisitor badge.
And he bows gently. How may I serve you?
Straight off the bat, start with you obtained observators recently. Report their location.
Yes, my lord. 2 of them should be out in the library currently, organizing the files there. The other 6, should be down below, organizing the deep archive. If you would like, I could call them all up, or send them down below so you can inspect them in privacy.
So I think I should tell the guy to hold off on that.
As you wish.
Should we keep them where they are right now and then go look at them?
I think inspecting them in privacy might be pretty good.
You all would hear the clanging of a servitor behind you, attempting to navigate around you to reach the Grand Meister. It moves extremely stiffly towards him, holding up a scroll, and says out of its vox piece, "Sir, this scroll has been damaged due to mishandling from a minor scribe." And it lifts it up to him. And why don't you all roll awareness perception? Plus 10.
Oof, got it that time.
There you go. Okay. Zebediah and Irvin would see the eyes of the servitor twitch and glance over at you, and then look back to its normal stance as it's offering the scroll up to the Grand Meister.
So, as a Forge World guy and half robot, I've probably seen a lot of servitors.
Oh, absolutely. You've seen thousands of them. You probably made a good chunk of them yourself. They shouldn't be doing this. It's a servitor is single-minded in its single task. Its task was navigate all obstacles to return this scroll to the Grand Meister. It should think about nothing else. It can't think about anything else other than doing that one task.
So would I know that if even though I'm not in his chain of command, if I gave it an order, would it follow it?
If it was aware of your position, it should.
Right, so...
Go ahead. And after you.
I was gonna say I was gonna command it to, like, I don't know how to put it, like report for inspection or something like that.
Yeah,
Some kind of command where I wanted to like sit still while I inspect it.
it's
Yeah, and I'm gonna interpose myself between Grandmeister and the scroll.
it leans down and sets the scroll on the ground, turns towards Zebediah, goes into full attention, says, and begins to list off its basically its specs, listing off that it has been installed with Vox communication, enhanced tactile cogitators for subtle handling of scrolls, and listing on basic reading comprehension skills and whatnot, and listing off its specs, most recent maintenance, and all listing off everything.
With the tech use, would I be able to access that stuff and verify that it's
Oh, also,
functionality?
secondly, only Zebediah understands this because this is all in Technolingua.
It's all is it
Using
like binary or something?
yeah, it's basically binary noise. It's just a noise. You would. So, do you want to access it?
Yeah, I think I have that. It's one of those things that Mechadendrite things can do, right? Is where I kind of access it and then take use on it.
There's a special like hand port thing, but I'm gonna say with a tech use, you should be able to patch in as long as it doesn't resist in any way, which it shouldn't.
Maybe
I'm saying a tech use. Let me think. A tech use. Where is it? Tech use. Tech use plus. No, just a flat tech use test.
that tech use, yes. Man.
You fail to connect, so you see that like there's reinforced bars, which it should have, for the port, that limit access unless you're using the correct port system.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It finishes its spiel and continues to stand at attention, waiting for command.
Right. What's that? What is that scroll that he's got there, Irvin?
I'll pick it up gingerly and hand it over.
This would be a scroll. It would appear to be a like extremely long archive of shipments of like mining output, basically, and then the shipments off planet to the back to the Forge world.
Okay, I say we secure this one somewhere, right? Like stow it, and then we'll go look for the other one that's running around the library before we go down to the six in the basement.
Okay.
That's what I think.
The servitor Zebediah, please roll a dodge at a -10.
Oh, how did I have a target 0?
Oh, you put the
Oh, I see. It's because I don't have it. It's not trained, so it's -20.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's yeah. So it quickly pulls up its arm, and a hidden kind of hook blade. It looks like a small meat hook goes through and slashes, drags, and catches on your collarbone, dragging you to the ground. and spilling blood out. You and we're gonna roll.
Does that make me prone?
Yeah, it would. Real quick, let me figure out damage.
Mm.
9 damage. Does that do anything to you?
Well, I got toughness 4, and I'm assuming he gets past my armor.
Yeah, that would be the
So-
idea. As he's cutting. Yeah, it's kind of a. Yeah, so it slips past your
Yeah.
armor.
Mm.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean that's less than my threshold, but
Okay. So you're actually no. I'm gonna say you get half of your armor benefit.
well, that's half. So
No, I
Yeah.
mean like you get your full toughness, taken off the 9, and then whatever your armor is, you get half your armor, reducing
yeah,
his
like,
damage as well.
the only armor I'm wearing right now is 1.
Oh, okay. Okay, then yeah, I guess you get your full armor benefit since it's only 1. Okay. Yeah. Now all of you get to react to what it just did. In just who has the high? What is you guys' agility bonuses?
It's 4.
4,
3.
3. But I'm gonna put you last because you're meat hooked.
Yeah.
Should we roll initiative?
This isn't that big a deal. It's not gonna last that long. Quintilius, what's your agility bonus?
3.
3. Okay. Irvin, you get to react to this first.
All right, I'm going to use a half action to draw my chain axe off my back and try to knock it down.
Okay. Roll your attack with a plus 20.
Test. It's not part of a. Okay.
There you go. You just rolled strength?
That's what knockdown is.
Oh, knockdown. Okay, got it. So you knock him back, well, like with the back of your weapon?
Yeah, he has to make a strength test as well.
Oh,
It's in a post test.
yeah, that's not going to go well for him. Yeah, no. He failed
Okay.
massively.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you
So-
strike him and he like falls to the ground, yanking the meat hook out of Zebediah's chest, and he falls to the ground.
He's prone, and I'm gonna go ahead and roll the 1d5, 3 plus my strength bonus, so that'll be 1d5 plus 1, and give him 1 level of fatigue.
Okay.
Didn't do much to him, but it's level of
something.
fatigue at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is going to like flatten himself against the ground and kind of surrender. I surrender to you.
Okay. So but we're gonna have to figure out what the hell just happened.
Zebediah, you are bleeding. You can roll a plus 10 Medicaid test to fix that.
Could I,
Superior Chirurgeon.
Yeah,
kick in then?
that should apply. What's that, Quintilius?
could I try to help him with it? But I don't think he needs.
Do you have Medicaid trained?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can roll that. You can add your degrees of success. And I'm gonna be nice and say that you don't add on your 4 degrees of failure onto his test. Because else he would just be like, "Hey, here, let me help, let me help."
No, that doesn't go there.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the guy is laying on the ground. I will answer your questions, please. Don't kill me.
So is that first aid thing? Does that heal me back my intelligence plus my degrees of success?
Yeah, yeah. So that'll get rid of the bleeding and heal you.
All right. So we need to know who his collaborators are.
The other servitors downstairs, they are the cult. They are gathering to enact their spell.
Is the Grand Maester still here?
Yeah, he's there. He's standing like completely just. What has happened?
I have interrogate trained.
State your question before you roll it, but you can interrogate.
That's right. I want to know what my target is, whether I'm talking to the Maester or someone's already talking to the servitor and got some information out of him. His interrogation doesn't have to be torture.
No, it doesn't.
Ask
Although it usually is.
Grand Maester if with this kind of capability, and get one answer for every degree of success I get. So I'm just gonna ask well, since that's the max I can get, I think. If they have demonstrated this capability,
Oh, asking if they've done this before, like
if supposed to be able to do that.
I don't, and he like you don't need to roll for that. He's like,
Well,
I don't think so.
Okay.
But you can roll. So I'm gonna more go a bit more softer on the rules on this on interrogation. You can roll your interrogation, and it's just going to flavor, like based on the degrees of success, it's going to flavor how much he's gonna
Okay.
like throw that out there, and then we'll see how that goes. I will somewhat hold to rules. I will kind of guarantee you that many truthful answers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it is an opposed willpower test.
Okay.
All right. 2 degrees.
He fails. Really bad. Really bad. Okay. Yeah, fire off your questions.
I'm going to ask for sure if supposed to be able to do that, which you already said that no.
I don't expect so. I'm not an expert, but I don't think they're supposed to do that. The Ministorum servitors are supposed to move scrolls
Do you
around.
have anything to do with the actual requisitions?
No, I was merely told that
I don't want to waste the question. I was just thinking maybe that might be something.
Well, like if you ask that, he'll like call around Irvin and say, I was gifted to them, more or less. They showed up and with transfer paperwork, and I took them in. I assumed they had been sent by the Lord General or something.
say that should definitely sequester this one out front. Maybe send them out front to the guardsmen. They can keep an eye on them. Investigate the ones in the deep archives for sure. That would be my plan of action.
All right, I will have a boy fetch the other one that's up here. Do you want him to be sent to your guards outside so that he can't try to pull something similar?
Ready for that course of action there?
Oh yeah, it's either that or we put a bullet through him right away.
Don't have to kill everything yet.
All right. And he whispers to nearby, like he calls someone to come over, whispers to him. And then you can hear distant clanging of the servitor moving outdoors. Yeah. So now you're here. Do you want to send the one you have out there as well?
5 guardsmen would be able to handle 2 servitors.
Yeah.
Well,
they've shown to be not particularly competent in physical combat.
But it's also the Imperial Guard we're talking about.
True, the meat shield men.
People underestimate what a guardsman is because of what they have to face.
Well, yeah, see, that's the only issue. In any other folklore, like, they'd be amazing. Like, if they were in Star Wars, they'd conquer the universe.
But they fight.
But they fight
Tyranids.
Yeah, they fight Tyranids and orcs and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bringing chaos demons.
Guardsman is the cream of the crop of his planetary defense force. He's the elite of our military, for example.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and you guys didn't ask, but those guys out there are stormtroopers, so like they're
those are like the spec ops that get like the taken off the planets, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, so I'll approve. This servitor gets guarded by the Imperial Guard outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you guys proceed, all 3 of you, down into the deep archive?
Oh yeah, we need to stop whatever's happening down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep my long glass at the low buddy.
Okay. Irvin currently has his chain axe in hand, so I'm assuming you don't put that away.
Nah, and shield was a buckler, right? So I've got that out too.
Yeah.
We're all set.
So, in what order do you proceed down the stairs? Because it's kind of a single file staircase.
Given my armament, I can take point.
Okay. Irvin in front.
Although, bonus to some perception stuff, I think, because it's optical.
Yeah.
So Irvin.
I'll roll right behind Irvin.
Okay, so Irvin, Zebediah, then Quintilius.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll trail a little behind them though.
Okay. You guys would go down, and you would see that things don't look like they're supposed to be arranged this way. You'd imagine it's probably like just aisles of bookshelves, but the bookshelves have been shifted around to form a hexagon around a empty space in the stone floor. There is grooves cut into the stone floor, making very strange symbols, all of them connecting together, and all of those grooves are filled with a red substance that you could assume would be blood. And you would see all 6 of the servitors are hung above from the ceiling from metal chains. They're upside down, blood pouring out of their throats down into the pool that spreads out into the grooves. And in the middle of this very shallow pool is a pedestal holding the book, untouched by any of the blood, open, sitting there with a slight glow emanating from it.
Right, I've got my auto gun drawn.
But yeah, actions to you guys. There's no. As far as you're aware, you might want to roll awareness perception on that if any of you want. But as far as you're aware, there's no other living things down here other than you.
Okay. I have forbidden lore of the warp. Could I determine anything about this scenario from that?
Absolutely.
Thing with Irvin's intelligence, but oh, look at that.
Hey. Between that and your, just general Psyniscient sense of the warp, you would say that the spell that they're trying to do needs more fuel. That they sacrifice themselves as fuel for this spell, but it needs more. They haven't put enough in, but they're all dead, and no one is around to put more fuel in. So the spell is just slowly fading away, very slowly, but starting to fade away because no one's putting fuel into it.
Is there a way to safely retrieve the book?
There's no traps that you can see, and Quintilius would be able to verify there are no traps or anything preventing you other than getting your feet wet with a tiny bit of blood. But it's very shallow. It's like half an inch deep. But there's nothing preventing you from walking over to it. As far as Irvin could say with his forbidden lore warp, it's not necessarily dangerous to just pick up the book, but you can never be certain with anything, especially when concerning the warp.
I think my character Irvin would be possibly the most comfortable handling
one
this
more
nature.
Bit of information that Irvin would know is that it probably will become a lot less powerful. Like, it should contain it. Specifically, this isn't a blanket rule for everything, but this book, you're fairly certain would be contained quite significantly if it were closed.
Okay.
So you said you're going to have your character grab it?
Yeah, given that, are there any... Would Quintilius have spotted any other entrances to the deep archives? Any,
No.
trapdoors? Okay.
I want to try and make that awareness.
Yep, go for it.
Oh, you guys already did.
Quintilius did a pretty good job. You can give it another shot. No,
Nope.
Quintilius has not
As
spotted
usual.
any other entrances or exits, nor any other living beings, nor any traps.
All right. My Irvin is going to, since he's feeling pretty confident, having demonstrated some knowledge about this sort of thing, Quintilius and Zebediah to watch the door while he retrieves the book. I walk up to the book, not minding the blood all that much, and I guess stow it.
Okay, so you pick it up, close it, put it in your inventory.
Close it before I pick it up off the pedestal, and
please roll a willpower at a -10.
fate point to get a +10 on that and cancel it out.
Okay, smart.
I will re-roll that.
Okay, Also smart. There you go. Yeah.
All right, so
No
that's 3
matter
less
how
fate points,
much
but
it seems to want you to, you keep your eyes averted from the text.
smart, Irvin. Very smart.
um, you guys would hear the flak outside, which has gotten quite quiet, significantly quieter. Being down in the deep archive is starting to pick up again, starting to get loud outside.
I'm gonna keep my eyes facing the entrance.
Okay. You would see the Grand Magus or Meister appear at the entrance and call down, "My lords, you might want to check outside. There's a bit of a ruckus. The Imperial Guardmen have killed the servitors."
Yeah, good.
Well, I don't see any problem with that, but we
Yeah,
should
turn
probably
to go
check
that
it out.
way.
I say we leave and get a report from our guardsmen, although I'm guessing the servitors just kind of went nuts.
All right. So as soon as you guys would exit, you would see this scene. Let me edit that a bit. That would be. So you guys are up above, and the 5 guardsmen down below are you guys Imperial Guardsmen. They're standing over the bodies, and they say, "My lord, they went berserk on us. They tried to attack. They got me in the arm, but we're all right." And as that moment, you hear a great as a
Like an impact, that is?
yes of an orc rock landing, and it crushes all 5 of the Imperial Guard.
Shit.
And outpouring from it, you can see numerous Gretchen and orc boys saying, "Wah! We's here to crump ya!" And you all can roll for initiative. Let me pull the turn tracker out. And we're gonna... How do we reset this? Right here.
I think
Remove
there
all
should be a
turns.
way to just clear. Yeah. Oops.
Clear all turns. Okay, now everyone can add their turns on.
I can't seem to select my token. There aren't currently any tokens though on this page that can take a turn. Have you assigned a?
I did it again.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Controlled by... There. Controlled by... He's not here. Controlled by... That. And controlled by... There. Sorry. There we go.
All right.
Okay.
Character was found for selected. Okay, so I would just roll as well because it doesn't look like. Oh, now we're going last anyway.
Do I get mine yet?
I thought I did. Yeah, it should be. Yours should be assigned to you now. Is it not? Is it still not working?
Nope, it's working now.
Okay, good.
Got it.
Okay.
You may make things easier on yourself in the future if a group of like the same enemy type, just roll 1 initiative for all of them. That's what the book generally suggests.
Oh yeah. Okay. So has it no, it has not organized everybody. I need to tell it to organize everybody. There we go. Everyone has rolled initiative. Yeah, because you guys are, almost all of you guys are on the top. Okay, so first go is this grot right here, who is going to oh wait, whoops. There, and it's this guy. This is the grot. And he's going to move 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, and is going to fire his slugger at that Imperial Guard right there, who is helping you guys. Oh crap! I forgot to roll them. Oh wait, no. That's, dang it! I keep messing stuff up. They're left over from something else. From when, so they're not there. Back here. He's going to fire at Zebediah. Yeah. The grot misses. And that's his turn. So you see this small little, in fact, I'm going to pull up a picture for everybody to see. This is what everybody looks like. Orcs up there, the little guys are grots or Gretchen. Yeah. Okay. And all right. And so that's his turn, and next goes Zebediah.
Alright, I want to use my half action to aim at this guy. And, oh, man, let's see. What do I need for point blank range?
It'll tell you.
Oh, 2 meters or less.
Yeah.
The,
Which you should be in. Oh no, it's 3.
3 meters.
He shouldn't have gotten point blank, but it doesn't matter because he missed anyway. Okay,
So,
yeah, so
remind me, what's point blank range?
yeah, so
Less.
so it's 2
What's
meters
point?
or less. Apparently, I made the mistake. I thought it was a tiny bit more than that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I might suggest that we can assume that Zebediah and the grot are as close to each other as they can on their little meter squares, so just give them point blank each. Yeah.
So it's plus 30.
Not
right?
center to center, just. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, go distance. No, I'm gonna say from center to center, but we just admit that I screwed up on that last one. And we go center to center for everything else from now on.
Alright. I'm gonna put myself point blank range. Oh wait, where's
Yeah, you'll gain more from point blank than you will from aiming. So these things here, yeah, those are barricades. So
there's a barricade? So I want to put myself up against this barricade.
Yep.
And pull the trigger on this grots. And
You would see that every single one of these enemies is carrying in one hand some kind of either sword or axe, primitive axe, like not a chain, anything, just primitive, beefy weapon. Even the grots, and in the other hand are equipped with a very primitive, chunky-looking pistol. Yeah.
Right, there we go.
Well, there you go. That's a hit. So, were you using
Haha.
uh
The expander rounds?
was that single fire or multiple?
Yeah, that was single fire.
Okay. So I think that's +2 damage because you've gone over 6 degrees of success.
Best degrees of success mean that you can substitute your damage roll, which I would do right
Yeah.
now.
With your 9 degrees of success. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so instead you're going to deal yeah, well, here's the fun thing. He's dead. You pull out, turn around, fire straight into his nose, and his head just splits open, and he falls back.
And
And
annoyingly, Zebediah, after he pulls the trigger and says this, he's going to mechanically say to the two compatriots, like, we're under attack.
your health is low. All right, and next goes Quintilius.
I'm gonna use my half move to get it up against this Balocade heal.
Yep. And you have line of sight on all of these enemies.
And I'm gonna shoot at
Which guy? That guy. Okay, got it.
You get a bonus for being elevated as well.
Yep. Is that a +10 or a 5?
If it's 10, most things are just 10.
Yeah. If it's 5, I'll say it's 10 because I want to round everything down nice and neat. There you go. Yeah, that's a success. And the orc doesn't dodge. Okay, so real quick is 58, which is body. Body dealing 11 energy damage, pen 1. You deal 2 points of damage. Okay. 2 points of damage to that guy, and that is your turn. And so next goes these grots right here, which are going to take a full move to okay, right there. Right there. And that is their turn. And these grots are going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Their full move. And next goes Irvin.
Right. The first thing I'm going to do is make a half move. I won't give him the charge bonus. And I'm going to fire shield.
That's against all attacks, right? Melee and ranged, right?
Anything that hits me takes whatever my psi rating.
Cool.
Psi use of. And I'm using my psi focus, so I get a +10.
That is a success with 1 degree. No, 2 degrees.
And yeah, so I surround myself with flames.
Yeah. So, from one second he goes from scary skeleton man to now I am what Doom Rider? What is his name? The Hell Rider? Yeah.
Doom Rider, actually.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
And next it is this orc boy right here, who has an even more garbage movement than the Grots. So he's going to do his full move. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And then this orc boy's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And then this Grot's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and jump this little space 5, and butt up right next to you. You know what? Actually, no. He's only going to do a half move, and he's going to shoot at Irvin. Because I want at least like one more enemy to get off an attack, else they're all going to be dead. So he's going to roll, and that's close, but not. Short range, but not that, and standard. There we go, there we go. And that's a miss, but just barely.
Oh.
In fact, according to the rules of Dark Heresy, if he misses by that much, he has a chance to hit his ally, who's standing right next to you.
Oh, yeah. Although if you would like to consider us in melee, then he would get a negative 20 to hit as well.
I'm not going to call you melee, but I am going to give you the chance to hit his teammate. Nope, he misses. Okay, so he misses everybody. Fires with the gun that is way bigger. It definitely looks like he's just holding an orc gun. And so he's having a hard time. Every time he fires, it just rockets his arm all the way behind his head. Yeah, I'll get you next time. And then this Grot, he's dead. It's Zebediah's turn.
All right. So.
Oh, before you go, everyone, please roll awareness perception checks -10.
Ah, no good.
Ooh. We're rolling good today.
Yeah. All right, I will. So, Quintilius and Irvin definitely nail it, and they can point this out to Zebediah. As this. Hey, come on. There we go. Appears right here.
What is this?
What does?
Okay.
I don't see.
I see nothing.
So it should appear right next, 2 steps away from Quintilius. You guys not see?
Oh, I see it. Yep,
Yeah.
I see that.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh,
Look at the
okay.
token right there.
Sorry. Let me. Yeah, that guy right there. And now I need to give him a turn. And that's gonna complain that the stuff's not set up right, but I don't care. That's fine. All right. So he appeared, but he doesn't get a turn. Not for a good while. So Zebediah can proceed as he wants.
All right. Zebediah is gonna approach this edge. We're on top of the rat he just killed.
I'm gonna delete them because they're in the
I'm
way of
going
you.
to. So.
Look like teleport in, or what
Action
is
to
he?
move within point blank range of
Yeah, let me explain real quick. You guys would see a orc with a knife in one hand, and on his back a very large gun. An orc completely slathered in purple paint.
Oh.
Right, and then the other half action is going to be a semi-auto on
Which will
this
be
guy
point
right
blank.
here.
Which is every 2 degrees of success is an additional hit. Is that correct? Yeah, that's correct. For
full auto?
For full auto, it's every degree is one
It's
hit.
every degree.
But
Yep.
for semi-auto, it's every 2. So, yeah, fire away. Oh, well, there you go. How
Now we're
many
talking.
how many shots is your semi-auto?
So it can do 3.
All right, roll 3 damage rolls. And so that would be 8, which is 80. That's
2 degrees of success for that one, for sure.
yeah. Yeah, so you can replace the crap damage roll with your 8 degrees of success. So yeah, so you pull your auto gun up, fire, clipping him once in the leg, then up into the body, then onto his left arm. The bullets hitting him, and he reaches out, trying to like stretch out and hit you once with his chopper, but falls and hits the ground dead. That was an amazing roll.
All right, so
Very
come
nice.
from the backside. And that's a turn.
Cool. And next goes Quintilius.
Would it take my entire turn to full aim at that orc
So
that just appeared?
yeah, full aim is a full turn action. Half aim is only a half action. So yeah,
Get an additional +10 for aiming actions if your weapon is accurate.
yep. Which long last
And
should
your point
be.
blank.
And you're point blank. So yeah, and we're all assuming you're shooting at the commando orc.
And by the
Yeah.
by, long lasses also have felling 4.
What does that one do?
Toughness.
Oh, cancel it pens through toughness.
This is 4 unnatural toughness.
Oh, okay, got it.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna aim at the commando orc and try to hit.
Yeah, fire away. Should be a fairly good shot.
Oh man, full damage too.
So wait, that's 10 degrees of success? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, roll damage on that guy.
3d10, 2d10 additional damage as well as your
Yeah.
1d10 plus whatever.
So yeah, then roll another d10 and add that on.
It'll be 2 of them.
Yeah, he
You
already
get-
rolled 1. So it'll be an additional 1.
2d10 because he got so many degrees of success that he got the max number of additional die that accurate allows, which is 2.
Okay, so he rolls 2 more d10s. Sweet.
And I believe he can substitute that 2 if he wants.
Yeah, you can substitute that 2 for a 10. Which, does that activate Righteous Fury? I'm going to say it does.
I think I would.
I'm going to say it does, at least when players do it. I'm going to say it does. Because then that means I get to look up how how critical damage works on. I've got it right here.
1d5 and consult the appropriate chart for the hit location for energy.
Yeah, which means he would have hit 60, which is body, of course. But real quick, let me pull up the rules because I want to look up the rules for this one because this one's fun. This one's super fun.
Yes. Roll a 1d5, Quintilius.
Yeah.
That'll
Roll
give us
a
our-
1d5, and then we will figure it out. It should be over in a 5. Nice. It should be in injuries and stuff. Injury, condition, and special damage. So it's in which body, which is good in this case because then you're striking a core important part of the enemy. Come on, let's maximize this. Where are we at? I'm not finding it. What page are we on?
234.
B. Okay, that's all.
Oh,
This
right here.
section.
Body. You rolled. Critical effect body.
You want page?
Yeah, 234. Right? Or oh no, I'm looking for critical effects, which is slightly lower. Isn't it? No. Okay. Where are we at?
We're about 2/3 of the way down. Should be energy critical effects body.
Yeah, but this is based on the amount of damage, right?
Well, the Righteous Fury, he rolls a 1d5 and consults the hit location
Right.
for the critical effect.
Okay, got it. Fury of the Force attack forces the target to the ground, helplessly covering his face and kneeling in agony. The target is knocked prone and must make a challenging agility test or catch fire. Also, make a challenging toughness test or be stunned. Okay, fun. Let's do that. Orc Commando. First, make a agility test, which he fails because he's an orc.
Oh my god.
And then that, and he also fails that, so he is stunned and on fire. And takes, let me real quick do the math for all this freaking damage. To the body. Yeah, so he's not dead, but he very soon will be. And yeah, he's on fire and he's like kneeling on the ground. Just, ah! You can see the purple paint turning black and bubbling all over him. That was amazing. It's now turn for the Grots. Who will... This Grot is gonna charge you. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So to pull back and gone up. Okay. And he's going to... So the Grot will attack you. Hey, that's actually a hit.
All right.
So the little Gretchen runs up with his knife, medium-sized knife.
Yeah! I'm going to go ahead and attempt to parry that.
Cool.
Well,
I mean, or you
no.
could just let him and incinerate him.
I'll only do like 2 damage. It might light him on fire, though.
Which, yeah.
But
I mean,
I'm
it'll be a
probably gonna take
consolation
double-
prize if you fail your parry.
Which yeah, I'll do the parry. I have a
So
shield.
is the parry against his degrees of success, or is it an independent check?
It's just a skill check,
'Kay.
which if I succeed, and I get plus 15 for having a shield.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 35 plus. I fail by 1, so he lands.
All right, he
And
hits you. He's
Yeah,
gonna roll
that's my reaction.
damage. He rolled garbage, but he's going to replace his degrees of success, which is 4. Yep. So he's going to
10.
deal 6 damage to you
He hit me.
with 1 pen.
What hit location did he hit me?
Oh, that would be. He rolled 14, so that would be 41. So that's body.
Oh, okay. I suck it.
Cool. So yeah, 6 1 pen. And then next goes this grot. He's right next to you. He's going to do a similar attack.
Charge though. He can do an all out maybe, but
Yeah, no, he is. And he succeeds by 1 degree with all-out attack. 1 degree or 2? No, 1. 1 degree with an all-out attack on you. Oh, wait, hang on. How much... so you deal 2 damage onto the grot they hit you?
I deal 2 damage to any attacker who hits me, ignoring armor and toughness bonus.
Cool.
And they also have to test for flame.
Okay, real quick, let's do that. Let's roll their agility. No, he's on fire. So real quick, red, he's on fire. And this guy just swung at you. And succeeded by 1 degree. You can't parry, so it just goes through. And he first will, take 2, and then roll damage on you. So all out attack. So that's 5 1 pen. That would give him multiple hits on you, but if he had more degrees of success.
No, all out attack is just
It's just
trying.
that plus 30.
You get you get a plus 30 and you sacrifice your reaction.
Yep. I knew he...
But it doesn't
I knew
deal
that
any
bit.
additional.
Okay. And
That's swift and lightning attack.
Right, okay. And he's going to roll his agility. And also fail. So, he's on fire. Cool. Next is you. Your Irvin is up to maybe get a little bit of revenge for these little grots that have been hitting his heels.
So, power action to do anything except roll around screaming on fire, which I think would apply to any attacks of opportunity.
I would imagine so.
So I'm just going to stomp through them and charge this here.
Okay.
Or actually,
So I'm going to say you can't pass through them, but they won't get any attacks. No. If you pass through them, you'll have to roll agility plus 20
Agility.
to not get caught on fire as well. Well, I would say that applies to anyone who doesn't have a wreath of fire around them. So you can pass through them freely. Never mind. The whole range netted nothing.
I'll actually charge the guy in the back.
Okay.
Fire, I'll charge him.
So does this other grot get a attack on you? Or do you have enough movement to just move around him?
I have a charge of 12, so I can just move around.
Okay, cool.
So, use chain axe. Chain axe. It's super effective.
Well,
And
we'll see
that'll
about
be-
that. There's not many things orcs are good at, but that one thing that they are good at is parrying. Well, is fighting with weapons. Fighting with melee weapons. So.
See. I'll just do the standard charge, not all out attack.
Oh, you compile all out on top of it?
But you can do all out as part of a charge action.
Oh, that's cool.
But a charge, so I can dodge a parry.
All right, and fire away.
Bonuses are good. Yep, I'm gonna use my last fate point to reroll that.
Okay.
No, it's not gonna work for me. Oh well.
Oh no!
I'm gonna miss.
Yeah. So yeah, the orc like ducks down and is ready, and in fact, oh no, the other one, that's the one that's dead. So yeah, he's gonna strike back at you with his chopper.
Turn then? Oh yeah, it is. All right. God damn.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. And he's definitely gonna switch out his. How many degrees of success is that? That's 1, 2, 3.
7.
7 degrees. Yeah, he's definitely gonna switch that out. So that's 11, pen, 2.
All right. I will attempt to parry
Wait, pen.
because
Yeah, pen 2. Yeah. Oh crap! No, I messed up. I need to re-roll his damage because I rolled his damage with his slugger. With slugger.
okay.
Okay. He still will replace it, but that just puts him up to 12. Yeah, 12 damage.
All right.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Let's see.
Yeah.
1 and 2. Is that the weapon?
It
Do you have
says
his it says +0. What's his strength bonus?
strength bonus is 4.
Okay, so he would do a total of 15
Okay.
and 2.
Yeah, it's doing the math weird though.
Maybe because if you don't have a character sheet attached to it, it doesn't have any stats to draw on for his strength bonus.
Uh-huh. But I'm rolling it off a character sheet. That's weird. Okay, it's fine. Okay, go.
Oh, attempt to parry. Nailed it.
Yeah. So he comes down with it, grinding his chopper on your chain axe for just a second, then gets knocked back. I'm gonna smash you, little Humie.
I said not on your Xeno filth life.
This grot is gonna do the closest thing he can to strategy and stand next to you and attack you. And he gets a +10 because you are ganged up on. Three degrees of success, which isn't going to do him any good, most likely, but actually, it will. He will deal. She has strength bonuses 1 +3 plus 2. So 5. 5 pen 1. If
All
I'm
right.
not stupid.
I'll soak that.
Okay, cool.
As he struck me and I can't parry, he'll take that 2 damage.
Your fire shield's still going, right?
Yeah, it's a free action to maintain.
All right, sweet. So now he's on fire too.
Well, he has test agility, but he does take the 2
I'm
damage. as well.
making an assumption, and I was right.
Close.
Very close.
I wonder if the orc is noting a pattern yet.
Yeah, no. They go. You know what? I'm gonna have this orc that's standing in front of you make an intelligence check. I'm gonna see if he gets it.
Yeah.
Nope,
I don't think he
not
can do
even
much.
close.
Nope.
Nope. He's like, why are people just spontaneously catching on fire when they hit the guy that's on fire? All right, so the commando is going to take a half action. Is it a half action to full auto, or is it a full action to full auto?
Well, you said that was on his back, so he'd have to ready it. First of all, he's on fire.
Yeah, no. First of all, that.
So he has to take
but if he had it in his hand, would it be a half action to fire?
You have to take a willpower test to do anything except roll around screaming.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that in a second. But is it a half action to fire
yeah.
automatic? Yeah. Okay. Well, first let's do the willpower. And he fails. Okay, so never mind. Yeah. Also, he's stunned, so I don't think he could even make that test. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, he couldn't have.
So he's on the ground,
takes
and then he takes like 1d10.
10 damage.
That surpasses
his toughness bonus applies, but his armor does not.
Yeah. Why don't you roll that since you... No. Why doesn't Quintilius roll 1d10 because you are the one who set him on fire with a laser shot to the chest. 8 minus 3, 5... Yeah, so Quintilius, you see this commando orc who just a second ago was kind of scary because he popped out of nowhere, was looking mean and green, and is now looking black charred and just crumbles literally to ash in front of you. And this orc is dead.
Glory to the Emperor.
Yeah! Cool. So, next goes Zebediah.
All right, he's in melee there. He's dead. Man. So how tall is this?
It's like
barricade of mine?
mid-chest, so you totally can fire above it, like fire over it. Actually, you can
Over
like
it?
prop yourself up on it and get a plus 10 when firing over the barricade.
And he's in melee with these two guys
Yep.
here.
So
He's
you would
gonna
get a minus 20 at shooting anything down there.
And over here, these guys are on fire, but they're still up, right?
Correct.
So, how's the spray and pray works is like get for every success they get to like just assign a hit.
Where is let me.
I don't think you need to use spray and pray. I would just do a full auto shot.
Yeah,
Right?
just
You can full auto is a half action, so you can't aim before it unless you moved. Pray if you're aware of a danger but unable to see it. So
yeah, spray and pray is only against stuff like when you're like attacked by something
Dark.
completely invisible. Dark Eldar primarily that's like hiding from you.
over a wall that you're hiding behind or something.
Yeah, you don't need to spray and pray. You can totally like see over it,
Well,
set your
if
gun.
they're within 2 meters, I can hit both of them, though, right?
If you miss
More than
shots.
yeah, well, so for every success, I get a hit. And extra hits can be allocated to the original target or any other targets within 2 meters.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, and you get up to
So
I think
it-
6 or something.
Yeah, it
From your-
depends on your gun.
Weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is that? What page is that? I want to read that.
That's 221.
Thank you. There's so many actions.
So, right. Well, I'm in.
Mother of God.
Yeah, so let me do. So, yeah, I'm going to do a full auto. I'm going to half action to aim and half action to full auto. This one right here.
Okay. Fire away.
Haha.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's all 6, I believe. Or
I think it's only 4.
4. 4, yeah,
Right.
sorry. 4, but you get an additional one for...
I
Dang
believe
it.
he gets 5.
Yeah, you get 4, but then you just get 1 for succeeding at all. So you get a total of 5.
Because your one degree of success would be if you got a 50, just a flat 50.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, for anything over 40, and additional for anything over 30, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So it'd be 5.
This should be simple, but I keep messing it up.
I've been through a lot of Dark Heresy to get to this point. I still don't know shit.
1 hit per degree of success.
Yeah. So you get 5 bullets that you get to
So
just
3
pick.
for the first
who-
guy and then 2 for the other guy.
All right, roll damage. All right. Make sure to count those bullets off your all 6 bullets because you fired the 6th bullet. It just didn't hit anything.
I think you're using my whole thing, so it's 10.
Oh, 10. Okay, got it. So make sure to count those bullets off. But you
I'm down to 16 in my clip now.
yeah, but you shred them. You just you see 2 grots who are kind of cooked. They're burning a little bit. They seem to be kind of getting the fire off them, and then just and then they're both sawed in half with bullets, just shredded down into little lumpy bits. And it is now Quintilius' turn. I mark these dudes as dead.
I'm gonna use a half action to aim at the walk-on file and try to.
This
Alright.
right here.
So you're gonna, what was that against him? I got distracted by the chat.
I'm going to aim at this squat and try to hit him.
Okay, so half action aim and fire, or full action aim.
Half action aim.
Okay, fire away. You get a -20 for firing into melee. That's a hit. Yeah, roll damage.
I think you get an additional D10.
It's not going to matter.
Dude,
I gave you guys some extremely malnourished Gretchen to fight. Yeah, so Irvin, you are ready to battle, but you've noticed this Gretchen has come up beside you. You notice because he hit you. But You see that he's getting up ready to kind of try and stab you in the side, and then a laser shot comes across the field and blasts right through his face. I don't know where the shot was supposed to land, but I don't really care. It blows his head up. And next goes That Gretchen's dead. That Gretchen's dead. Irvin, it's your turn.
All right. I'll shout, "Great shot, Quintilius," and in fact, I'll congratulate both of them.
Yeah.
Communicating is basically a free action, and I said, and I'll ask the orc if he's feeling a little lonely.
No, I got you here, my friend.
All right, and yeah, I'll just do a. We're gonna do an all-out attack as I try to smite this bastard once and for all.
All right.
And all-out attack is a full action. I get no aim bonus.
I wish it wouldn't ask you for an aim bonus while attacking with a melee attack. Come on!
You can aim with a melee attack, actually. It does not specify that you have to use it with...
Really?
But...
That's weird. Okay.
Yeah. In fact, I could... since charge is an attack action, I could hang back and use like a full action aim in my previous turn and then charge forward and get the bonus.
Huh. That's interesting. Okay,
yeah,
but
it's just a
anyway...
thing. I have no fate points, so I cannot redo that.
It is now his turn.
And I have no reaction.
It is now his turn, and he is going to... He's gonna try and, like... basically hug you. He's gonna
So
just,
grapple?
like, grapple into you, yeah. That's still a weapon skill, right? Or is that strength?
Is strength.
Okay.
Let me look up.
Ooh-hoo.
Oh. On page 228. So instead of inflicting a damage, can attempt to grapple. It's a melee action that uses either charge or a standard attack. I was wrong.
Oh, okay. Then we'll do that again.
Yeah.
All right. We'll do that again. That's fine. I'm fine with that. So essentially, I will just do a weapons skill check.
It's a standard attack.
Yeah.
You can do it as part of a charge, but...
But a standard attack is weapon skill, right?
And
like essentially it's with his same as his chopper, but it's a plus 10 because it's a standard attack.
Yeah, and it being a standard attack, you could also do what I said. You could do an aim, just so you're aware. Unless you have anything you want to do after you start the grapple.
No, yeah, you're right. So he would get a plus 20 because he'll basically aim his grapple. That's weird. I guess he aims for, like, the stomach. 1 degree of success, and he, like, tackles you and is going to try and, hold you down. Because he is aware that there's 2 people with scary guns behind him.
I will attempt to parry him away.
You don't have a reaction.
Turn,
Does
so
that...
it resets after each of my turns.
After
I have a turn, I get my reaction back.
Okay, but...
I have one per round.
It's not the end of the round, though. The...
Okay.
Grot... The grots are the marker for the, like, beginning of the next round.
Alright, he makes it then.
Okay, so he's got you, he's got you, and kind of twists you around, basically swapping places with you, and now holds you as a shield, towards the other 2. Says, back off! Back off, boys, or I'll bite his neck out. And then next we go to Zebediah.
So he's backing up.
He wasn't able to actually move, but he's flipped himself around, so now Irvin is between you. And yeah, what Quintilius is doing right now is smart. Depending on the angle, you will get different negatives if you try to shoot the orc.
All right. So, let's see. Zebediah has the book on, or not Zebediah. Irvin, you've got the book on you, right?
Last I heard, Irvin had the book on him.
Book.
So, let's see. Oh, I should have looked up what a called shot is. Well, how does called shot work? I think I can take him from here.
I mean, or you could let Quintilius just take his time, take a full aim, just
Yeah, that was my plan.
yeah, like he's got the big sniper. But yeah, called shot lets you assign. I think it's a -10, but it lets you assign where the attack lands.
Well, I've kind of been pushing my luck, and so what about can I keep an Overwatch on him?
You can spend your full action to have a prepared action to do something. What are you preparing to do?
I mean, is he technically in melee right now with Irvin?
Essentially. Except the bonus might rise higher if you are at a bad angle, which you are. Quintilius is at a better angle to shoot. If you moved around, like if you went down the ramp, or jumped over the barricade, you could move to a better angle if you wanted, though. And I'm looking at the rules right now. It's a -20 if you're doing a called shot.
I want to ready in action so that if he gets out of melee, I can shoot him.
Okay. All right. Then it would be Quintilius' turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a full aim on him.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
That's your turn. It is now Irvin's turn.
Okay.
So he's trying to hold your limbs down, but you still have your weapon and shield on you. He has not disarmed you in any way. Also,
Yeah.
I am going to say he automatically fails resisting getting caught on fire.
Okay. Yeah, he's grabbing a guy who's on fire. That's right.
I'm going to say he automatically fails to resist that. He's on fire. And we'll see if he can hold on to with willpower later.
All right, so grappled target options. The first thing I must do is declare grapple as a half action, which, it's a standard attack, and then I can choose one of the following grappled target options. So it's just going to be a standard attack, basically.
Mm-hmm. To break free, yeah.
I'll roll that as, yeah. Oh, no, I'm not you. Yeah. Hit. No aim. Fires. Ah.
Yeah,
There.
so you break free, and you still have a half action to do whatever you want.
So yeah, I'll break free. And swing around and hit him with my axe.
Awesome.
Attack. So I've taken an attack. and I can only do one attack with the subtype, one action with the subtype attack during a turn. So I think I might not have that option.
Okay. Um,
Yeah. So I'll instead of
he's on fire, so he would have to roll
attacking.
willpower to try and get his reaction attack on you if you wanted to move away from him.
just take a half move, which will also let my friends try to kill him.
Yeah. So he's gonna roll willpower to see if he can. Which not likely. Nope, not at all. So he fails to take his reaction attack on you, is open to get shot, and moves down. Zebediah. Oops. Zebediah.
Wasn't someone holding action?
Yeah. So the moment you go, Zebediah, you fire. Your held action activates. Shoot. There you go.
And
Was that semi-auto or single fire? What was that?
that was single fire.
Okay. Okay. That's 7 damage on the body. Okay. You see the bullet impact into his chest, but he doesn't pay much attention to that. He's still very focused on the fact he's on fire. More than the bullet that hit him. But it's now your turn. Now you get your full regular turn.
Alright, so he's there, on fire.
Yep, he's standing there on fire, pretty unhappy that he just lost his shield.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go for it again.
There you go. Okay.
The same damage roll? Yeah.
Yep. It hits him. He's still not too bothered.
Don't forget the option to substitute degrees of success for a damage roll.
That would definitely help you on this one. You rolled a 3, so this puts you at.
You can do like 8 or something.
I substitute what? I substitute
Your damage roll. So your D10 for damage, you can switch out your degrees of success for whatever you rolled. So the degrees of success are
7 total.
7.
So
you can instead deal 11 damage.
Yeah.
Which hits him. And this one he seems to notice a bit more. And it is now Quintilius' turn.
Since I was already aiming, I'm gonna fire.
Yeah, this one should be good. Full aim. Yeah. And it should be at close range for a long las.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. How many degrees of success is that? 9? Or 8? I gotta get better at counting these. One. 7. 8. 8 degrees of success. So, yeah, roll your... Because there's... Well, I mean, he's going to try to dodge. And that's going to be fun to watch. Yeah, no. No, he fails. Good try, but no. Yeah, roll your damage.
Yeah, with an additional 2d10 for...
Yeah.
Fired.
So yeah, then roll another. Yeah, righteous fury. Yeah. So,
I believe the additional dice for accurate actually specifically can't do righteous
ah,
fury.
that's too bad. Well, you get 8 to replace your other one with. So, giant pile of damage. He dies for sure. Um, you all would see him standing there defiantly, raging against the flames, and then, and it's like a Spartan laser from Halo, just this giant hole cut in his chest. We was gonna war, boys, and falls down to the ground.
Damn Xanos.
We need to get off the planet.
You're a bit quiet. I can't hear you very well, Zebediah. But he did say you guys needed to get off the planet, I think.
Need to get off the planet.
Get the heck out of here. Alright. And is there anything else you guys really want to do before you just get off the planet?
The Orc Commando, you said he had a knife and a pretty big gun on his back.
Yes. A little bit charred, but yes.
Uh, I'll show everyone else the big gun, but I'll pocket the knife.
Okay. By knife, I mean like big. Like to you, it's a sword. It's this big. It's big. It's a sword. But yeah. And so yeah, it's a notably big gun. Oh, somebody dropped out. Uh-oh. Ah, my cameras. Ah! I'm over here.
I think we lost all of it.
Yeah, we did. Let me see if I can. I cannot fix that. Okay. Well, the thing is, we're at the very end. I'm going to give you guys later the option to loot that big gun, but you guys are at the end of everything. Oh, hey, there you're back. Okay. You're muted, but you're back.
Sorry about that.
All good. Okay. We're just wrapping up because unless you guys have anything else you want to do, you have the option to pick up any of the guns or weapons left behind by the orcs. You have option to root around in the primitive craft that they arrived in. But other than that, we're wrapping up, ready to get off the planet. As you guys would definitely in the sky see a large number of other rocks getting shot down, but some of them starting to slip through. More and more of them are starting to get through the flak fire and land other places in the city.
Take a tooth trophy from all my kills.
Okay.
Go inspect that rock.
What kind of role do you want, really? Tell me what kind of skill check you want to do on this rock.
Awareness seems like the most logical,
okay.
Honestly.
Just awareness, okay.
Oh, hell, this thing. 20 loaded wrong. I've got to reload and.
Okay. Zebediah, if you wanted, you could roll tech use if you wanted to gather information about it. If you're interested in Xenos, filthy Xenos craft.
As filthy as it is, I am interested in it.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll that. Cool. That's a success for Irvin. And yeah, Zebediah, you can roll tech use if you want to investigate this thing. Ooh, that's good as well. Quintilius, is there any other thing you want to do? Are you good? Before I start doling out info?
I think I'm good.
Good? Alright. So, Irvin, this craft is like you peek inside and you can see that more than the amount of people who you guys just killed are still inside dead. Like they had more than 50% casualties landing this craft.
The numbers game.
Yeah. They've got more of the same weapons, more of the regular sluggers and choppas looted around inside, some of them sticking in to some of them. You're pretty sure the one who is pretending to be the pilot, because half of the like control console is just painted on, or even like some looted like Earth magazine just spread out to look like a screen. That guy's got somebody's chopper stuck in the back of his head. Zebediah, you would notice a very, very primitive design, like extremely primitive. You rub your hand across the engine, and you can hear the agony that is the life of this machine spirit. It is unhappy that it is alive. Oh, we broke again. But yeah, this machine spirit is not happy to be around. It's a tortured, cobbled together piece of garbage, and it knows it. Yeah. Other than that, that's all you can gather. You definitely can gather that this isn't useful technology. You can't learn how to craft an engine better or anything from this thing. You're pretty sure you could make something just as good out of whatever you eat for lunch. If anything, unless there's anything else.
Oil and metal.
Oh, what was that?
Oil and metal shreds for lunch.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking mostly. Oil and metal shreds, a couple screws. But yeah, I'm gonna move you guys over to the dropship, to your escape ship. As Jack has the side hatch open for you guys to rush in. He asks, "Oh, where's those Imperial guards that were with you?"
Eliminated.
That's unfortunate, I guess. Did you guys do it?
Not this time.
Not this time. All right, well, let's get going. As you guys see coming down the main road, you see just a swarm of orcs piling into the Imperial Guard defense force around your launching pad. All right, let's get off this planet. And again, rockets you all out. You can all roll one last toughness test to see if you can remain conscious during the even more intense exit from the planet. No. Yeah. And yeah, okay, so Quintilius, you black out pretty fast. One of those turns kind of and things get fade out, and then you start to recover, and then immediately again another insane flip, and you black out. And you wake up back at the space station, being helped off of the ship. Good job, everybody. You succeeded, and you have recovered the book and survived. Awesome. That's it. We're done. Thank you.
All right, awesome.
Right.
Good game.
Yeah. So this is Welcome to the Party's Dark Heresy Sacrifices game. We should be playing every Tuesday, unless something, like I said last time, unless something catastrophic happens. We should be here every Tuesday. Yeah. Check out, I've got my wife who did all the awesome graphics for this, all the stuff around the purity seal, the sign over here, everything. She did did all this graphics, made it for me. So down in the chat, I dropped the link to her website where she's got a webcomic going. Check it out. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Goodbye.
You too.
Thank you.
Take it easy.